If you're a lazy natural and you ain't got time for 8-step wash day routines and daily maintenance and styling, but you still want to grow long and healthy hair, girl, I got you. Hey hun, welcome to another video on the channel. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button because you do not want to not be here. Today I'm going to be giving you 4 tips on how to grow crazy long hair even as a lazy natural. A lot of people would say that natural hair care is so hard, it's so stressful, it's not easy, it's expensive, it's blah 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 blah. That's not entirely true. It's very possible to be an extremely lazy natural and still grow super long hair. So in this video, I'm just going to be giving you 4 simple tips, just 4 tips, and you will be on your way to long, healthy, beautiful natural hair. Step 1 is to minimize your wash day routine. To be honest, I've seen a lot of wash day routines on this internet. Some are 5-step, 6-step, 8-step, like just so many steps in a wash day routine that will make you not feel excited when it's time to wash your hair, because you know that it's going to be a super long process that lasts all day and is super stressful, time consuming, energy consuming. It's just in the way, because if you don't wash your hair, your scalp gets clogged and your hair can't grow at the good rate that it's supposed to be growing. You can develop scalp issues, your hair will have build up and will be weighed down, and it won't be able to absorb moisture properly. It just comes with so many disadvantages. So if you simplify your wash day routine, it will make things a lot easier for you. If you go through most of the wash day videos on my channel, you will see that my wash day routine is very simple. A lot of the time it's just 4 steps. I shampoo my hair, I deep condition, I apply my leave-in conditioner, and then I apply my scalp care product. For you, it could be a scalp oil, an oil, maybe avocado oil or grapeseed oil, whatever oil you use on your scalp. For me, it is a scalp spray. I have my anti-dandruff scalp spray that I always use on my scalp. So just those 4 steps and I am done with my wash day. So if your wash day is simpler, it gives you a bit more ginger, you get everything done in less time and you can just move on with the rest of your day. Usually my wash days last anywhere between an hour and a half. Now I know that some people will be saying, what about protein treatments? What about pre-poo? What about, all those other things? Well, for me, in my opinion, those things are treatments. When you feel like your hair is a certain kind of way and needs a protein treatment, then you can go ahead and use a protein treatment. For me, if I'm using a protein treatment, it replaces deep conditioner. So it's not like I'm adding an extra step. I'm taking out deep conditioner and I'm putting my protein treatment. It doesn't need to be so long, basically. Your wash day routine does not need to be 10 steps long for it to be effective. I have a 4-step wash day routine and the evidence is evidencing. You get. My second tip is to embrace protective styling. As you can see, my hair is in a protective style. My hair is almost always in a protective style. It's only recently that I've been obsessed with wash and goes, and after a short time with that obsession, I carry my hair and pack it back in a protective style. I can't emphasize how important protective styles are to lazy naturals. Protective styling is the cornerstone of lazy natural hair care. You basically put your hair away and just leave it to be growing, all the while still remaining stylish, because if they invite me to a wedding today, because today is Saturday, I'm going to the wedding, guess what, like this. The only thing is maybe I'll lay my edges small and put some accessories, but I can go anywhere with my mini twist and I would look cute, I would look good. So protective styling is very, very important if you know that you are a lazy natural but you still want your hair to grow. The best protective styles in my opinion are mini twists, mini braids, cornrows, and flat twists, or any combination of those 4 styles, because they allow you like full access to your scalp. So if you need to apply your scalp oil or your scalp spray, you have full access to every part of your scalp, unlike when your hair is just out in an afro where you have to section. You can easily moisturize your hair as well. If I want to moisturize my mini twist, I basically just take my leave-in conditioner and just rub it on the twist. Unlike if my hair is out and then I would have to section my hair and then I'll have to detangle, then I'll have to do all that long process. It just makes everything so much easier. If you are a lazy natural, protective styles is your holy grail. They help with length retention, which leads to longer hair, and they help with moisture retention as well. I've noticed that when I moisturize my hair in mini twist, I can literally not need to moisturize my hair again for another week and my hair will be just fine. My hair won't be dry. Unlike when my hair is out like in an afro or in a puff, I would have to be moisturizing it like every other day. When you're moisturizing your hair every other day like that, you're using more of your conditioner, which means it will finish fast and you will have to be buying more conditioner. But with a protective style, you only have to be moisturizing like every 4 days or maybe even once a week, at least for me, Sha. With that, your leave-in conditioner is probably going to last you like 3 months or more. I mean, it's saving you time, it's saving you energy, it's saving you money. Please, why are you not doing protective styles? No, answer me why. Why? My third tip is to always protect your hair when you are indoors and when you are in bed. Everybody knows about going to bed in a satin bonnet or a satin scarf or having a satin pillowcase. But what we don't realize, especially now in this day and age where a lot of us are working remotely, let's not lie to ourselves. In the middle of the day, we will take a nap. We've all been there, but then in the middle of the day, we're not really thinking about, oh, I need to be wearing my satin bonnet, I need to be wearing my satin scarf and all that, because we have all just associated that act with going to bed. I'm pretty sure that all those things you are laying on that is not your bed do not have satin. I'm very sure your couch is not made of satin. What I do, as I wake up from bed, I take a shower. Once I come out, I'm just going to put my hair back in a bonnet, or I'll tie a scarf or just wrap my hair. Because I'm inside, ain't nobody gonna see me. Ain't nobody need to see me. Like, why is my hair outside? For some of us, I'm not mentioning names now, and it's not me I'm talking about here, or maybe it is, I don't know. We wake up late. It's 9 o'clock that we used to wake up, and it's time to work. So you stand up with our bonnet on our head, and we will go and we will start working, and we will work all day, and it's still 5 o'clock before we will go and bath. So it's just like easier to just leave your bonnet on your head. Essentially, I'm just saying that you have to be conscious of how you do your hair all day, because if you have been laying on very drying materials all day, you've laid on your cotton, on your leather, on your hair there, this and that, and your hair has already dried out, and then it's nighttime and you put on your bonnet on your dry hair to protect what you get. So just basically be a bit more conscious of how you operate your hair around the house. A very big plus of this particular tip is that your style gets to last longer. Now imagine you do cornrows and your hair is almost always in a satin scarf or a satin durag. They will look a lot neater for a lot longer. If your hair is neater for longer, then you don't really have to get it done again. So it reduces the amount of times you actually need to do your hair or go to the salon, which just reduces the amount of interaction you need to have with your hair, which helps your lazy natural lifestyle. It's all linked. Are you seeing the connections here? My fourth tip is to invest in wigs and head wraps. I know I've been saying that, let your natural hair fly, let your natural hair shine, and all that. Yeah, I get that. Yes, I'm a huge advocate for that. But the reason I said invest in wigs and head wraps is not so that they can replace your natural hair. From personal experience, there are sometimes when your hairstyle gets like super rough. There are sometimes that my mini twists will get to a point where I can't be seen in public looking like a rat. Yeah, in those times, usually after I've kept the twist for like 3, 4, 5 weeks and I'm too lazy to take them down, I will either start wearing wig or I will lay my edges and tie a head wrap. That way, those old and like rough looking mini twists get to last an extra 1, maybe 2 weeks. A lot of people will say, just like for the health of your hair, just take down the style and go and get another one done, yada yada. Well, in this economy, somebody didn't really have money to be going to salon every 2 weeks. Then even if you do your hair yourself, I'm tired. I call myself a lazy natural. Like, what do you really want from me? But this does not excuse the fact that you have to keep moisturizing your hair or keep oiling your scalp. You still need to do that. But like the wigs and the head wraps is just to help you keep the hairstyle longer or just procrastinate your hair day, basically. I know I'm talking to lazy naturals here, so I always have to factor in the fact that we like to procrastinate our hair days. Some people will say, if you want healthy, long, natural hair, you have to stop skipping wash days. I skip wash day like anything, and this is one of the ways that I do it. So yeah, like if you are really, really a lazy, busy natural, and they are just going to be those days that you really do not feel like dealing with your hair, but your hair is really rough and you can't really go out like that, then head wraps and wigs really come in, like they come in clutch in those days. So yeah, those are my 4 tips for lazy naturals who still want to grow long hair. If you can just minimize your wash day and put your hair in a protective style, protect your hair at any chance that you get, especially when you are indoors, and then just have a backup plan for those days where you are extra lazy and you don't feel like dealing with your hair at all. Have a backup plan like wigs or head wraps, then you will be fine. You will be actually fine. Hair care is not as complicated as a lot of people make it seem. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to move mountains to grow long hair. It is not that deep. So make sure you watch this video. This is the wash day that is super short, super easy. I also have an under 10K wash day for people to know that it is possible to grow long and healthy hair with cheap products. That is the end of this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.